Hey, guess what? It's time for Making Kayfabe with your hosts, Bryce and Dylan.
Hello and welcome, Kayfabers. It's your good pal Bryce and your arch nemesis Dylan, here to bridge the gap between Season 2 and 3 with the first of 4 bonus episodes. So normally we bring you a carefully constructed and researched rebooking of a glorified missed opportunity in pro wrestling, but today's a bit different. Today we're playing a game called Kayfabe Tombola, a game where the player is given 4 names from professional wrestling, randomly numbered 1 to 4, and 4 situations randomly lettered A to D. The player must choose a number-letter combination such as 2C or 4A, and then they'll have 60 seconds to come up with a storyline on the fly that makes some kind of sense from the situation they've been given. So in the past we've had such classics as the Mountie creates his own wrestling match. We've had we've had Sabu formed a tag team with God. We've had the classic from our last episode, Nathan Jones on a pole match. and my personal favourite, Rob Van Dam, the cowboy astronaut.
That Nathan Jones one, I'm sorry, but that kills me.
Do you know the Rob Van Dam cowboy? I was just thinking about this as well. The Rob Van Dam cowboy astronaut one. That did not start off. Your situation was not Rob Van Dam becomes a cowboy astronaut, but it turned into that.
Yeah, and nothing. I don't remember what the original one was, but
I couldn't remember. Like,
fuck all with him being an astronaut. I don't remember why we did that, but
well, it's because he was so high. Because ice astronauts go high, and that's what Van Dam does. So like,
you can hear like in my voice, you can hear me like figuring the joke out on the flight.
He gets high.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Dylan and I are going to do 3 Kayfabe Tombolas each today, which, yes, means that I am going to be 3 times as stressed compared to a normal episode of Making Kayfabe. But speaking of Dylan, what utter shite have you got in store for me today?
I'll be honest with you, dude. That Nathan Jones thing has been making me giggle all day. I don't think I'm going to be able to top that. You know, I always thought the right to censor was my greatest achievement on the show, but maybe that just thinking of Nathan Jones and you picking it off, all the stars aligned, that was a beautiful moment for me.
We'll put that in the best of.
It's
just play that like 10 times
over and over and over again. 7 hours. Yeah, I got a lot of good stuff planned. Let's just put it that way.
All right, I'm not looking forward to it at all. But yeah, before we begin, make sure you stick here until the end of the show, folks, because we've got details on how you could get your own Kayfabe Tombola featured on the show, as well as a wee shout out as well. So yeah, let's do some Kayfabe Tombola. So who's going first? Should I flip a coin? Do I have a coin?
I was gonna say, dude, we should flip a coin. We should we probably should have figured that out before we started.
Luckily, I've got my wallet right here, so let me see what I've got here.
You gonna flip your wallet?
Yes.
My wallet has Sonic the Hedgehog on it, so one side of it has Sonic's head, and the other side of it is like, you know, his
tails.
Ass, I guess. Not even tails.
No.
His ass.
That would make more sense because it's fucking tails, isn't it?
Totally would have made sense, but no, it's just the other side is the other side of Sonic, so like him running away. I'm like, cool, it's Sonic's ass, that's nice. So I could have flipped that and then, like, you know, heads or ass, but
I've just found a coin in my wallet. I've got one singular coin in my wallet, and it's 5 pence. So
wow,
buy the T-shirt, folks.
That's like Spotify royalties right there.
We're struggling here.
Uh-huh.
All right, what do you call it? What do you got?
It's got to be tails.
Tails never fails. All right, so Dylan tails, Bryce heads. Is this the first coin flip in podcast history? Like,
I think so. Wait. So whoever wins the coin flip is going first, or chooses?
Whoever wins is going first. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So, all right. So let's do it. So,
yeah, that's a good sign.
It is. It is tails. It's tails.
Oh,
so
yes.
There you go. Did you get the sound of that? That's as good as you make a coin flip sound on a kind of audio medium. So yeah.
I heard it. Maybe I'm just hallucinating.
So I'll explain the rules once more before we go into this. So 4 wrestlers, 4 situations. Player randomly picks one. They've got 60 seconds to spin an awesome pro wrestling storyline. God help us. So I guess that means you're going first. So here's my first Kayfabe Tombola for you, Dylan. So I've actually had this one written down a few episodes back, but we kind of kept getting fan submitted tombolas, so it kind of laid dormant. So like
you kept getting fan submitted tombolas.
Yeah, because
coming up with them, and you're just every week you're so confident. You're like, oh, will you see what I've got? And then it turns out somebody else wrote them for you.
Basically, if you notice that this is like got a bit of a kind of spooky vibe to it, that's why. So like, what do you got for me? Like, give me a number letter combination, Dylan.
I'm gonna go 1A.
1A. That's
Top of the charts. Don't make that oil noise at me. Don't put it.
All right. Do I know who you could have had?
No. Yeah, no. Tell me.
You just end the podcast there. Nope.
Yeah, fuck you, Bryce. Like, fucking fly off to Mexico.
All right. You could have had the Yeti. Didn't get that.
Mm-hmm. You
could have had winner of Making Kayfabe's most underrated spooky wrestler poll, Papa Shango.
Yeah, Papa Shango rips.
Didn't get him.
No.
You could have had, and here's a blast from the past, you could have had Luna Vachon.
Oh, I was going to put Luna in one of mine today.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude, Luna's awesome.
She was awesome, yeah.
Rip, dude.
And unfortunately, who you did get was...
Uh-oh.
The Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman.
Oh.
So you've got to spin a story for the Boogeyman, but I'm going to tell you exactly what situations you could have had, and then I'm going to tell you what situation you did get. So you could have had the Boogeyman goes trick-or-treating dressed as another wrestler, but it goes horrendously wrong.
What? Okay.
You could have had that. You didn't get it.
Like, what? How does that, feed into wrestling? But I guess none of this feeds into wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, how does a fucking World War II pilot fit into wrestling? All right, so
okay.
So you also could have had Boogeyman decides that he doesn't want to be spooky anymore and tries to distance himself from that lifestyle.
Oh, that would have been great.
Didn't get that one.
No.
You could have had the Boogeyman invites a superstar to their new haunted house, and then a match breaks out.
Okay.
You didn't get that.
No.
Do you know what you did get? I'm looking forward to this.
Okay, yeah, shoot.
You got the Boogeyman creates a championship which can only be defended in spooky situations.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
So like a hardcore championship-ish kind of thing. It was always hardcore rules for that belt, so
spooky rules.
Yeah, there's got to be a spooky stipulation. Okay, let me just write this down. Boogeyman creates a championship that has a spooky stipulation.
Creates a championship which can only be defended in spooky situations.
Okay, only be defended. I hope people like listening to me write things down. Can you, like, so far this podcast has involved you flipping a coin and me writing notes. So
it's a fantastic radio show.
I hope you guys are entertained. What? You give this away for free? Get out of town. So, the Boogeyman creates a championship that can only be defended in spooky situations.
That's the one.
Okay, you know what?
How are you feeling? You ready to go with that?
I'll wing it. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
I mean, that is the spirit of Kayfabe Tombola. You got to wing it. So, all right, I've got a timer up here. You've got your paper in front of you.
Yes.
Here we go. So you've got 50 seconds to tell me how the Boogeyman creates a championship which can only be defended in spooky situations. I'm going to give you a countdown. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so the obviously the spookiest stipulation of all WWE is the Hell in a Cell because it's got the word hell in it, and that's spooky as shit. So the Boogeyman's like, I'm the Boogeyman, I'm coming to get you a new championship called the Hell in a Cell Championship, and he brings it out, and it's like got a cage on the front of it, so it's kind of like got a basket in it. You know, like a bicycle with a basket on it, but so that's in front of the belt, and you can put items in it, spooky items. And he's like, anybody who wants this belt, you got to fight me in the Hell in a Cell because it's a Hell in a Cell Spooky Championship, Hell in a Cell only, and nobody does because who the fuck would ever want that belt? And then the Boogeyman just eats apples out of it. The end.
You've got 20 seconds.
But then Undertaker's like, I want to do a piece of that bet. And then they have a match at WrestleMania, and guess what? The Boogeyman wins. Oh, he's joking. Undertaker wins. And then Undertaker chokes on the Undertaker chokes on them through the cell, and then through the ring, and then through like the earth. So the Boogeyman is really buried and gone forever. And then Undertaker like blows up the what was it? Hell in a Cell Championship.
Yes.
In a limousine that Vince McMahon is also in.
Your time's up. Like I like how you kind of like you had extra time, and the first thing you thought was the Undertaker. Like
he's spooky. He's a spooky dude.
He is spooky. Yeah. Like yeah.
So that makes sense. Ties in, you know, and choke slammed him.
Oh man, like so, folks. If you enjoyed that, we've got 5 more of those to go. So like,
you know what's pretty funny about that is like. I thought I'd been talking for like over a minute, and they're like, "That's the end," and you're like, "You got 20 seconds." Yeah. What else can I say?
It's not like it stopped so soon as well. Like you usually go over the time.
Right, exactly. I thought I wasted time talking about the basket bit on the front of the belt. You know.
Oh boy. So yeah,
examples out of it.
Boogeyman created a championship which can be defended in the Hell in a Cell. That was that's a good one. So should we move on then? Like what the hell you got for me?
It's inside a cell.
I'm gonna take the number 2, and I'm gonna take the letter C for Charlie.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Oh no.
Thank you. This is a. Oh, thank you, Bryce.
Oh,
let me tell you. Well, it's a stipulation I'm excited about. So let me tell you what wrestlers you didn't get.
Okay, who did I not get?
You didn't get Ahmed Johnson.
Oh, fucking Ahmed Johnson.
Remember him?
I do remember him. Yeah, from WWF Attitude, the video game. I never actually saw him wrestle.
He wasn't. Yeah, he was in that.
He was. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He went to WCW for a brief stint where he feuded with Booker T over who gets the rights to use the letter T.
What? But there's no T in Ahmed Johnson, or is there?
No, he was called Big T.
Ah, right. Okay.
So it couldn't be called Ahmed Johnson.
Surely Booker T is Booker T first, so he gets the rights.
You would think so. Also, you would think that's a really dumb thing to fight about. But
what's T-Bar got to say about this?
He's like, well, that happened 30 years ago. Like, Booker T's not going to fight T-Bar anytime soon, you know?
No.
Fucking Ahmed Johnson ain't fighting nobody.
No.
Anyway, you didn't get him. You could have... You didn't get Tugboat.
Tugboat.
I love Tugboat. I love Tugboat because it's like one of the worst ring names ever. Like, is he the boat? He's not like the captain of the tugboat. He's Tugboat. He is the boat. He's a tugboat.
I just remember him having like very fat arms, like the fattest arms ever. Not muscle, just fat.
Fat, yeah. He's a big dude. You know, he was Earthquake and Typhoon, and who else was he? I think he was somebody else as well. But like. This guy's Earthquake. At least that's you know what you're in for. But like if a guy's called Tugboat, you're like I don't. And he was dressed like a sailor, like a jolly sailor, a cartoon, and you're like, am I?
Was he not your boy in the Oddities as well, like holding the Eric Cartman doll?
Golga.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe that was him.
Maybe. Anyway, didn't get him.
No, you didn't get him, and you didn't get Chilly Willy. Do you know who Chilly Willy is?
I don't actually. I've never heard of Chilly Willy.
Chilly Willy was a jobber who was, I think he was most famous for kind of appearing in ECW in the late 90s.
I'm glad I didn't get him.
Yeah, I was like, boy, Chilly Willy, that's a good one. But I tell you who you did get, who's actually really good, Gangrel.
Oh, yeah. I love Gangrel.
You're not going to like the rest of it.
Yeah.
So you got Gangrel. Well, what's he going to do? Well, I'll tell you what he's not going to do. He's not going to... What?
Tell me what he's not going to do. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what he's not going to do. He's not going to become a Tiddlywinks champion.
Ah.
He's not going to become the Big Show's assistant for some reason.
For some reason? Is that what you got written down?
Yes. It's not that. It's not. It's not that he grows a mustache. That's all that one was.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Because I really want, because that doesn't sound that hard, but then you're like, you have to make a good storyline of Gangrel growing a mustache. It's harder than you think it is, you know?
Yeah.
But no, you got something much better than that, Bryce. Are you ready for my now new favorite moment on this podcast?
Gangrel in a pole.
You are gonna have 1 minute to tell me and the audience about a storyline where Gangrel kicks Gene Snitsky into the audience. Because you remember he kicked the baby into the audience? Now
I do remember that, yeah.
Now somebody's kicking him into the audience.
Oh my god.
So
how's he going to do that? He's fucking massive.
No! No! So you have to tell me how Gangrel kicks Gene Snitsky into the audience.
Can I just say as well? Can I just go back to one you said? Because I've actually got a great idea for it, which I'm never going to get the chance to flesh out. But Gangrel has a mustache, right?
Yeah,
so,
you want to do that one?
Well, no, because just to say something about it, because Gangrel with a mustache. So what we're going to do is we're going to call him Rick Brood, and he's going to be a Rick Brood tribute act. And he's Rick Brood. Yeah, but anyway, I can't do that. So
that was a good pun. I hope everybody appreciated that pun.
Yeah, I hope they did.
That was
it's going to be better
good.
than the shit I'm going to say here. So
that was really good. Well played, dude.
Yeah, but
anyway, you don't got that. You got Gene Snitsky into the audience.
Right.
Okay.
I
Bryce,
think. Yeah, go for it.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready to tell you all about how Gangrel kicks Gene Snitsky into the audience.
Good luck, my friend. I feel like you're probably going to need it. And I'm going to start the counter in 3 seconds. So I'm going to ask again. Are you definitely ready?
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Start that storyline.
Okay, so the whole storyline with Gene Snitsky kicking the baby into the audience was because the week prior, I believe that he accidentally forced Lisa to have like a miscarriage or something like that. It was Kane's baby, right? So, like, the way we're going to do this, it's actually going to be revealed that Kane wasn't actually the father of Lita's child. It was Gangrel. And Gangrel's going to come down to the ring, and Gene Snitsky's in the ring with Kane and Lita, and he says that, the name on the contract didn't say Kane, it said Gangrel. And then he's gonna he's got Gene Snitsky on. So Gene Snitsky, he basically killed his child, so he's gonna take Gene Snitsky, he's gonna hold him out like a football, and he's gonna fucking punt him into the audience, and he's gonna get in the microphone, and he's gonna say, "That was your fault." That's what I've got.
That's good, man. That's time. Can I?
I don't know where the name of the contract bit came from, but that was it's like literally verbal garbage count in the mouth. Like what? I mean, what the fuck am I meant to do with that? Like,
can I just tell you? Right, I have one. Can I tell you what mine is?
Yes.
Okay, so Gangrel's a vampire, right? So he's got kind of mythical powers that we don't understand. So the Gene Snitsky kicks a baby into the audience. It turns out that baby is actually Gangrel, and he's a vampire, so he's immortal, so he's a baby, and he gets kicked in the audience, and he's like, this is humiliating, I ain't taking this shit. So he uses his vampire powers to go back in time, like I assume they can do, and then he spends his time becoming a wrestler and growing so that he would be in the peak of his career technically, it didn't really work out that way, but he should be in the peak of his career by the time Gene Snitsky kicks the baby into the audience. So then paradoxically he can then kick Gene Snitsky into the audience afterwards.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, that made no sense.
Yeah. 4 to go. So oh boy, this is an all-time great, this show.
Oy.
Okay. Give me your best number letter combination. Let's see what the hell we spin this time.
All right, what did I pick last time? 1-1. I'm gonna pick 4. 2.
4-2? What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
42. And now I'm gonna tell you the letter. Okay, 4. 4B.
4B. All right. Oh, okay. So you could have had. You could have had Tyson Tomko.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Tyson Tomko with the tattoos?
He sucked.
Tattoo Tyson Tomko?
Well, yeah, the triple T.
Yeah, triple T.
He's got Booker T, and then he's
he's got all the T's. He's like fucking hoaching the T's, yeah.
Yeah, T-bar.
You didn't get tattooed Tyson Tomko. You could have got Billy Kidman.
Ooh.
You didn't get Billy Kidman. You didn't get him. You didn't get any Billy Kidman.
No.
You could have got Gail Kim.
Oh.
Didn't get Gail Kim.
Didn't get any Gail Kim.
I tell you who you did get.
Mm.
You got Luther Reigns.
Oh, Christ.
I remember him.
Kind of. I know what he looks like, but that's it.
He was affiliated with Kurt Angle. He was a good promo for a while. But yeah, Luther Reigns. So that's who you've got. And here's the situations you could have had. So you didn't get this one, but you'll like this one. You could have got Luther Reigns is revealed to be an imposter, much like Seymour Skinner in The Simpsons, and the real wrestler was fired by WWE years ago.
And then he kicks him into the audience.
Yeah, he just. You didn't get that.
That would have been good.
You could have got Luther Reigns comes out of a giant egg in the 2020 Survivor Series, much like Gobbledygooker did 30 years prior.
You know, that's the kind of bullshit I'm surprised they didn't do.
Yeah, they should have.
I really thought they were going to do some bullshit like that, because that's what they do.
Yeah, they love bullshit. But you didn't get that.
There's Survivor Series 2020, there's a mysterious egg, and then it opens, and then whatever happens, or Hebner rings a bell, and whatever comes out of the egg is screwed immediately, and then it punches Vince McMahon in the face. Because the two things that anybody knows from Survivor Series is the Montreal Screwjob and the Gobbledygooker, and they repeat those things ad nauseum. And it's
I mean, Undertaker's debut, right?
Yeah, but nobody gives a fuck about that, because all they ever do is the fucking Montreal Screwjob all the time.
Yeah, true, yeah. Or WCW versus WWF in the Invasion, but yeah. Hey, you didn't get that. And it's actually funny you mentioned Undertaker, because you also didn't get Luther Reigns somehow becomes the Undertaker's greatest fear. You didn't get that.
Okay.
But what you did get was Luther Reigns becomes very angry at WWE and takes him to court. Why does this happen?
Oh, okay.
Luther Reigns becomes very angry at WWE and takes him to court. Why does this happen, Dylan? Why does this happen?
It's because Gangrel booted him up the arse.
Yeah, exactly. Like Luther Reigns, aka Gene Snitsky.
Yeah, like I don't mind wrestling a dude, but when somebody boots me up the arse into the audience, no.
It's too far, man. Like
it really hurt. Okay,
Oh,
let me see. Luther Reigns becomes angry at WWE.
very angry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Becomes very angry with the
There's
WWE.
another level of angry here. Yeah.
I wrote the word very in red pen.
Dude, good. You should.
I don't have a red pen. I can't afford a red pen.
You don't even have a pen. You're not even writing.
Yeah, I'm just dribbling onto a page. Anyway, Luther Reigns becomes very angry at WWE. It takes him to court, but why? Okay.
All right. So, are you ready, Dylan?
I mean, I guess.
You guess. That's good enough for me. So, I'm going to give you a countdown from 3, and you're going to tell me how Luther Reigns becomes very angry at WWE and takes them to court. Why does it happen? Dylan, you've got 60 seconds to tell me all about that. I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so Luther Reigns is working for the WWE, and he's like, "This is awesome. This is my dream job. I'm never gonna sue this company." And then he's backstage, but he like slips on a banana peel. Whoops! And he like falls and breaks his back. Because slipping on a banana peel is dangerous business. So he's like now in traction, in like a hospital bed with like all the, his arms are in casts and shit. And even though that his arms are fine, he put him in casts anyway to get sympathy from the judge. And then Luther Reigns like, "Hey, fuck that company, unsafe working conditions." And they're like, "You think a banana skin is unsafe working conditions?" But a guy fell off the top of a fucking 15-foot cell. And then Luther Reigns is like, "Oh yeah, also that's also part of the unsafe shit, but mainly the banana skin." And then Vince McMahon's like, "I'll kill you. I'll boot you into the audience." And then Luther Reigns is all scared. And he cries. And then somebody eats a banana in front of him, and it brings back like painful memories for him.
Your time's up. He eats a banana and brings up painful memories for him, like PTSD from a banana peel.
Yeah. Also, because he's no good at Mario Kart, he kept slipping on the bananas.
You know what you could have done there as well? His last name is Reigns. Who else has got last name?
He could have sued Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he could have sued Roman Reigns for stealing his name. It's not even his real name, so... Yeah.
Well, he slipped on a banana peel.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, he would have sued Roman Reigns, but banana peel just happened to be his call. It's the thing he's most remembered for.
Yes, exactly. I remember that happening. Yeah.
On like an episode of Velocity or something.
All right, we're getting better here. I think that was pretty good. Right.
Okay. Well, let me bring everything to a screeching halt.
We're halfway there.
Well, I ask Bryce to select some categories from this special Kayfabe Tombola, which is tag team themed.
Oh, okay.
I thought we haven't done tag teams before. Let's see if this can work. Spoiler alert: you're gonna find out that this shit does not work. So
we definitely have done tag teams before.
We didn't do like a full 4 tag teams, though, did we?
Yeah, you got Too Cool. Remember? I don't know what episode it was, but you got Too Cool.
All right. Well,
remember Too Cool forget the rules of wrestling or something like that.
Yeah. To forget how to tag in. Oh yeah.
But anyway, second time ever. Give me 2 because there's 2 people in a tag team. Give me 2D. D for Damien Demento.
Let me say that this time the scenario not so crazy. It's not as crazy as kicking Gene Snitsky into the audience. You narrowly
great.
By a sliver you dodged a bullet. Let me tell you that. So let me tell you which tag teams you didn't select.
Okay.
You didn't pick the Ding Dongs. Didn't get them. Oh, if you think that one's funny, will you hear what you did pick? You didn't pick the Ding Dongs. You didn't pick the Heartthrobs.
Oh, fucking I remember them. Baby Oil. Fucking is it Romeo and somebody? I can't remember them now. I can't remember their names. But
exactly who it was.
What was every guy? It was Romeo and someone else.
I don't remember his name. I was looking it up earlier just to make sure. I was like, was there definitely a tag team called the Dicks? Did I imagine that? Nope, they were real. Nope. So you didn't pick the Heartthrobs. You didn't pick Deuce and Domino.
Deuce and Domino. Oh, you're giving me really shit tag teams here. I'm worried.
Well, you did pick the Dicks.
The Dicks. Oh, fucking. I remember the Dicks. Really smaller kind of guys, right? But really built.
Yeah, I think they were weren't they like Chippendales or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Bow ties.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Oh God. Okay. That takes me back.
So you got the Dicks. So it's the name of the team, Bryce. Please.
Yeah.
So let's see what the Dicks are going to be up to this week.
What are the Dicks doing this week?
I'll tell you. Well, I'll tell you what the Dicks aren't doing. The Dicks are not swapping partners with one of the other tag teams that I mentioned.
Okay. So,
because you don't know who any of these people are, you could have just made up a bunch of names and swapped them around, and nobody would fucking know.
Juice Dick or Domino Dick.
Domino Dick doesn't sound right. Oh dear. We're gonna have fun with this one. So you didn't pick creates a new type of tag team match that revolutionizes the entire business.
How am I supposed to come up with that? That revolutionizes the entire fucking business.
But you didn't pick it, so you're safe.
Okay.
And you didn't. Unfortunately, lightning didn't strike twice because you missed out on my favorite one, which was one of the tag team partners in the tag team dies, and then he has to figure out a way to keep the tag team going while pretending the other guy is still alive, just like that film.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yes. You didn't get that one.
Okay.
You got a really easy one. You got the Dicks, and one guy on the team is now a cowboy.
Cowboy. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Only one of them's a cowboy.
Only one.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
So you got why is one of them a cowboy? Which one is the cowboy? How does that affect the tag team?
I don't know. I don't know them. How am I supposed to know which ones?
Make up their names, right? Who gives a shit?
What are their? At least let me find out their names.
I'll tell you. Hang on. I have their names right here. James Dick and Chad Dick.
Is that actually their names?
Yes, it is.
James Dick and Chad Dick.
That's correct.
One of them's a cowboy. Okay. Oh boy. I
mean, if you ask me, all cowboys are dicks, but what do I know? So, Bryce, you have been challenged to come up with a scenario involving the Dicks, the tag team, the Dicks, where one of them is now a cowboy. Are you ready?
Yes.
Excellent. Well,
Yeehaw! I'm ready.
Yeehaw, indeed. Yeehaw, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to count down from 3, and then we're going to start this show. Okay, ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Describe it.
So you got the dicks, and the dicks. You got James and Chad, and James says to Chad one day that Chad, you know what you should do? You should actually start taking cowboy classes, because like that's there's a course at this university where you can take cowboy classes, and then what you can do is you can help us win matches by being a cowboy. So what happens is they start tag teaming together, and like halfway through the tag team match, you find that Chad just goes away for a little bit, and like everyone's like, where the fuck's Chad? What's he doing? Why is he going away? And then like depending on the week, he'll come out. And like either he'll like he's got a lasso, like a cowboy lasso, so like maybe he'll like trip the opponent with his lasso, like when they're bouncing against the rope or something. He does that one week. The other week he kind of comes out and on a horse, and like he distracts the opponents that way. And again, the dicks get the win. Another week he might throw some cowboy boots into the ring to distract them, or hit somebody with a cowboy boot because they're sharp, dude. They got like some shit in the back of them. Yeah. So like and then like eventually one tag team just gets fucking sick of this and challenge them to a high noon. This town ain't big enough for the two of us, kind of thing, or the four of us, because there's four of them, but there's only one cowboy, and like ultimately the cowboy wins because he's a fucking cowboy. So Chad Dick the cowboy wins by being a cowboy in the cowboy match. Chad
Dick the cowboy.
Yes.
Sounds.
It's not even cowboy Chad Dick. It's Chad Dick the cowboy.
Chad Dick the cowboy. You have to say it like that, you know. I like the bit where he throws his boots in the ring because they got some pointy shit on them.
Yeah, they do. They got what's that fucking thing at the back of it? You know, you got cowboy boots.
They're called spurs.
Spurs. What are they for?
They make a jingle noise.
That's the reason they're there.
I guess. What other they keep their balance, like stabilizers? I don't know why else you would have
stabilizers.
When you're really drunk, you're like, oh, I can't stand up. You got little spurs on your boots to keep you upright. You know. I don't.
You know what? Here, I've actually looked this up. So spurs are a metal tool that is attached to the heel of riding boots for the purpose of making a horse move forward. So it's kind of like you kick the horse, and then the horse obviously feels the jagginess, and that's why it goes fast. So I mean, there you go.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, that does make sense. So there you go. So if nothing else, you've learned something today making kayfabe. Yeah. So from this pile of shit.
They should play our show in schools because we're so educational.
Yeah, so educational.
We learned a lot.
All right, we're on to my final Kayfabe Tombola for you. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
This is the main event one.
Is there going to be dicks in it?
Yes. There's. I mean, sort of. Like you'll see.
Triple H.
Triple H. All right. So, give me what do you got for me? What's your best number letter combination?
I'm gonna go 3A.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay, you could have had it a lot worse. I'll say that.
Okay.
But right. So, do you want me to tell you who you could have had?
Let's do it.
So you could have had Reno. You didn't get
Reno,
him,
dude. It's fucking Reno.
You didn't get him. You also could have had, but you didn't get Reno.
Okay.
You didn't get him.
Fucking Reno, dude.
You also.
Who's number 3, Bryce? Please tell me who the third one is that I didn't get.
You also didn't get, and this one will shock you. You also didn't get
Goldberg.
Reno. Fucking Renoberg.
You have to make Reno into Goldberg. Go.
60 seconds. But you didn't get him. Who you actually did get was
surprise me.
Completely, and this shocked me. Yeah. You could have got. So you did get. You got Reno.
Oh, fucking Reno, dude. Yes.
What are the chances?
Goddamn Reno.
Yeah. What are the chances? Honestly, that is. Whoa! I'm so happy you picked him.
I'm so excited. I definitely randomly picked Reno.
Yeah, completely randomly, and just waiting to hear the situations you've got to come up with. So here's what you could have had for Reno situations. So you could have had Reno comes to the WWE and everybody makes fun of his shit haircut.
Oh, come on.
You didn't get that.
Tyson Kidd had a way worse haircut.
Well, you didn't get that.
I'm just saying. All right.
You also could have had comes to WWE and everyone makes fun of his shit haircut.
Why? Okay, why are you being mean to Reno? Why are you disrespecting this great man like this? Legend of the business.
It's not me making fun of his shit haircut, it's everyone in WWE. But
they wouldn't make fun of his shitty haircut. They wouldn't call it shitty.
You didn't get that. You could have had
I hope
Reno.
Banana skin. Please make it him stepping on a banana skin.
Reno comes to WWE, slips in a banana peel, and then everyone makes fun of his shit haircut.
No!
You didn't get that.
I had a storyline for that. At least half of it. The banana bit, not the haircut bit.
And what you landed on, what you randomly picked from your selection of 4 numbers and 4 letters, you actually ended up with
oh my God,
Reno.
Yeah, oh God.
Reno comes to WWE and everybody makes fun of his shit haircut.
Oh my God. I didn't see it coming. Okay, I got a couple of clarifying points, if I may.
Okay,
When
you can clarify.
When you say everybody, do I have 60 seconds to just go through everybody in the WWE?
What's the names?
Just Triple H, fucking haircut, dick. Just Shawn Michaels, nice hair. William Regal, what you call that hair? Like, am I supposed to do that in a minute? Because that I could do.
I mean, what I want to know is, like, how does Reno react to this? Like, what does he think about everyone making fun of his haircut? And maybe he thinks it's not a shit haircut, and maybe he proves that in some ways. So yeah, like, maybe he's a big fan of Babe's Odyssey or Oddworld, So yeah.
When did that come out?
1997, I think.
Yeah. All right, because I'm like, Reno would have started in '99, wouldn't he?
Yeah, so he must have played Abe's Odyssey, and that's why he got the haircut, right?
Yeah, Abe's Odyssey would have came out before Reno did.
Yeah, there you go. So, I mean, yeah, I don't want to influence your story too much, but his hairdo does look a lot like Abe.
But nobody goes up to Abe from Abe's Odyssey and goes, "Hey, nice haircut, dick face."
Yeah, he's a fucking slave or something, isn't he? Like,
exactly. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck else is wrong with you?
Yeah,
your haircut is the best thing about you, motherfucker. Look at the rest of you. Your fucking mouth is taped shut or whatever."
For those of you who don't know, Abe's Odyssey is a PlayStation 1 game, and the character has a hairstyle very similar to Reno. Reno has a hairstyle very similar to Abe, I think you'll find.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, hopefully you guys have listened to some of their older podcasts so that you know who Reno is, because some people don't know who Reno is. If you have the WWE Network, go on right now, just type in Reno, have a blast, take the whole day, enjoy yourself.
Hours of fun.
You're gonna have at least 30 minutes of fun. You're gonna see Reno. You'll have a great time. Thank us later.
We actually ran a poll, saying, do you remember a wrestler called Reno in WCW? And like, the 2 options were, I remember Reno, and who the fuck is Reno? And unsurprisingly, who the fuck is Reno won. So yeah, who the fuck is Reno?
Now that I have a platform to talk about this, can I just say that I'm personally outraged that went down. I'm like, first of all, Bryce, how dare you be
how dare you even run that poll?
And second of all, guys who voted for who the fuck is Reno, you guys, I'm ashamed of you guys. I mean, come on now, it's motherfucking Reno. Like, I mean, what else do I gotta say?
59% of the vote. Yeah,
I mean, that's actually pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe.
A ton of people have heard of Reno. You're like, wow, how have so many people heard of Reno?
It is one of our most engaging posts in a while. So yeah, it's like people remember
Reno.
Yeah, a lot of them were saying like he's the one that done that Crossroads before Cody Rhodes did it. Did you know he had that Crossroads finishing move?
Yeah, he invented that. He called it the roll of the dice.
Roll of the dice. Yeah, there you go. So yeah. Well, I mean, I've given you plenty to talk about Reno. Are you ready to tell me all about how Reno comes to the WWE and everyone makes fun of his shit haircut?
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna do the banana skin thing again. So. I'm just gonna make up my own storyline. Reno has a great day out. The end.
Yeah, Reno's day out. He's at the barbers.
Reno's day out.
All right, you've got 60 seconds in the main event or the semi-main event of Kayfabe Tombola 1 to tell me all about how Reno comes to the WWE and everybody makes fun of his shit haircut. Are you ready?
Oh hell yeah!
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so Reno comes to WWE. He used to work in WCW, and he was a big name over there, as we all know. Everybody loved Reno.
Legend.
He comes to the WWE. He's so excited. He's like, "Hey guys, my name's Reno. It's good to meet everybody." And then they're all like, he's so excited, all wide-eyed, like, "Oh, I was living my dream." And everybody like turns around at once, and their eyes all go red, and they're all like looking at him. And he's like, "Oh no!" He kind of like shrinks down like in a cartoon, and they're all like, "Look at your fucking haircut!" And he's like, "What?" And he like grabs at his ponytail, and he looks at it. And he goes, "What's wrong with my haircut?" And they're like, "You look like a fucking dick." And oh, who had a shitty haircut back then? Draws, I guess. I don't know. Who would have?
Yeah.
No, not even Draws. And
Road
whenever
Dogg.
Reno, some guy with a dumb haircut was like, "Ah, look at you, you fucking prick." And Reno's like, "Oh, what about you? You also a prick." And then they have a fight backstage, and then that leads to Reno's first feud against whoever I just said. Who had a shitty haircut back then?
Road Dogg had a shitty haircut. Like,
Oh yeah, with
and your time's up. Like,
Oh, yeah, but Road Dogg would have been perfect.
yeah.
Well,
And,
there you go.
Yeah. Who else had a shitty haircut? I mean, yeah. I mean, you could have had a hair versus hair match. I mean, that would have made sense. But
So yeah, I think that feuding with the Road Dogg, it was a pretty powerful statement. Just another rung on the ladder for old Reno.
yeah, there you go.
Way to the top, you know.
It's an absolute legend of the business.
Fucking Reno, dude.
Okay, who the fuck is Reno?
That's been like, 20 minutes of just incomprehensible garbage for a lot of people. So it's just us saying the word Reno over and over again.
You got one more to go. I've got one more to do. So yeah, or you've got one more to do.
Wow.
To present me with.
Well, my friend, you're in for a treat. This is technically the co-main event, as Bryce said. So, as we've established, it's probably not going to be as good as kicking Gene Snitsky into the audience. But
No.
Bryce, would you like to pick a number and a letter?
Just out of interest, I have googled WWF bad haircuts, and it's got Missing Link, it's got Tyson Kidd, it's got Scotty Hottie. He had a weird hairdo.
His haircut was awesome. Fuck that list.
Shannon Moore, Carlito.
No, Carlito.
Yeah, he's fucking massive afro. That was cool.
Dude,
that was cool. Yeah.
He's cool, dude. He's cool.
Davey Boy Smith, he had a fucking rotten haircut. Remember the one he had, like the fucking the braids coming down, but it was also like a mini kind of like afro.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, but he was not feuding with Reno at that point. I mean,
Well, he wasn't. Yeah.
2001, you know.
He could have though. Hey, he could have. Yeah,
He
was
wasn't.
around
He wasn't in the WWF in 2001.
Was he not? Oh no, late early 2000s, I think. But yeah. Anyway, give me. What have I not chosen yet? Free. Give me free. Freebie. Give me a freebie.
Oh man. Okay. Okay. Let me tell you who you didn't pick.
Okay.
And I'd like to preface this by saying that the selections of wrestlers in this are throwbacks to, some of our past episodes. Friends of the show, shall we say?
Okay, nice one. I like it.
So the first one is that you didn't get was Headbanger Thrasher, who I think in the first season I would put him in every single one of my tombolas. I think you got him for one.
I did the Hammer Bangers.
The Hammer one,
Remember?
yeah.
The Hammer Bangers, because they had big hammers.
Exactly. So we got you didn't pick Headbanger Thrasher again, unfortunately. You didn't pick Stevie Richards.
Ah.
You didn't pick Reno.
Can you imagine?
Well, think about this, Bryce. These are all friends of the show, right?
Oh my god, is it Viscera?
Bryce, you have picked Viscera.
Yes, finally.
Well, what's he gonna do? Let me tell you what he's not gonna do. And the first one would have worked perfectly for Viscera, and it's out. You can't have it. You can't have this one. You can't have. He becomes the world hot dog eating champion and works that into wrestling somehow.
I mean, is a fat fuck.
Exactly, would have been perfect. Nope, not that one.
Oh.
You could have had tries to crucify Stephanie McMahon live on Monday Night Raw, but then Viscera kind of did that with the Ministry, so like
He was part of that, yeah.
Yeah, so you can't even reuse that because that one's out. Sorry, buddy.
Damn.
And unfortunately, you didn't pick again one of my favorite ones, which was he befriends a plucky young youth who is he's a young upstart kid who he brings backstage. But the kid is also incredibly sick with a disease known as bonitis, and also the kid's name is Bryce Kitcher.
What?
It's on the list. I'm just reading it out loud. So you didn't get that one.
Okay, good.
I'll tell you, my good friend Bryce, to close the show as the finale of our Kayfabe Tombola only episode, I want you, in 1 minute or less, but preferably around about 1 minute, to tell me a storyline where Viscera thinks he's Wolverine.
Thinks he's Wolverine.
Bryce, are you ready?
You can't just bring that on me.
Thinks he's Wolverine. I mean, what more do I need to explain? Viscera thinks he's Wolverine.
I don't know too much about the X-Men. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know about Wolverine? He's got.
I know who Wolverine is. Yeah, I've seen I've seen some of the comics. So
he can regenerate. He's got a healing factor.
Right.
He was Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman played him in the films. Hugh Jackman is a really good Wolverine, by the way.
I actually saw Logan. Is it Logan?
Yeah, dude.
Logan. I enjoyed
really
that.
Good.
Yeah. So I know roughly. Yeah, I know. Never was a fan of the X-Men comics, but yeah.
I love the X-Men, dude. But it's super confusing. If you jump in at any point, you're like, I don't understand this.
Yeah, it's one of those things I couldn't get caught up on, and just
yeah. I mean, if you try to get caught up in the X-Men, you'd be like, I don't know. It's like trying to track the Big Show's career. Is he a face? Is he a heel? I don't fucking know. That's what it's like reading X-Men comics. Is he dead? Is he alive? Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? What the fuck? You want to see Magneto has died 3 times, and he's been a good guy. He's been a bad guy. Yeah, he's been indifferent. Now he's a good guy again. But is he alive? I don't know. Does he have?
Is this Vince Russo books about the X-Men?
Sometimes it feels like that. You read it and you're like, what the? Who wrote this? Virus.
Yeah, V.
What's Russo backwards? Oh,
sir. Oh, sir.
Anyway.
Okay.
That was fun.
I think
it's Russo's name backwards.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think, Bryce? Viscera as Wolverine. Have you got an idea?
Yeah, I think we can go with this. Yeah, we can see what kind of bullshit comes out with this one.
That's the way we do this game. Okay, I'm gonna count down from 3, and then I'm gonna start it. So, 3, 2, 1, make that kayfabe.
So Viscera's backstage and he finds an X-Men comic and he starts reading through it and he gets really addicted to it, and he thinks that, his favourite character is Wolverine because the Wolverine's cool, he's got claws and shit. So Viscera decides that he's sick of this ministry stuff, he's sick of being the big fat love machine where his fucking name was. So he decides, I'm going to change my gimmick, I'm going to be the Wolverine. But the issue here is that he's a fat fuck. So he's trying to do all these moves that Wolverine does, all this jumping and all this slashing things, but every time he tries he just falls in his arse because he's a big fat fuck. And he does that but one time he does it, he's on the top rope and he goes to try and slash somebody and he falls off and he's hurt. He's hurt, but he can't, he can't move. He's hurt, but luckily he can regenerate by eating, a fucking McDonald's or something because he's a fat fuck, and that's how he regenerates his powers. And that continues for a while until he just gives up and then becomes fucking Big Daddy V or something. Yeah.
Okay. Does he just carry McDonald's with him, or does somebody
It's a ringside, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so when he comes out, he's like, "I'm Wolverine," but also I got a little pack of McDonald's right here. It's my lunch. Don't eat it.
He always wore a big coat, didn't he? He always wore a big leather coat, so maybe he's hiding a Big Mac under there or something. I don't know.
Dude, I guarantee you, he fucking was.
Yeah.
Just in the middle of a match, a match is 3 minutes long. You just look at him and he's pulling French fries out of his fucking chest. He's pretending to talk to the referee. Hey, referee. I was a 3 count.
Fucking Big Mackie V.
Big Mackie V.
Unironically, I did like Viscera. I actually feel a bit bad about kind of taking the piss out of him there, but I was a Viscera fan. I was unironically, he's one of my boys. So
one of your boys? You're promoting him to one of your boys?
I mean, he's one of my boys. Yeah, he's
whoa.
Well, I'll tell you what, see, when I first started watching wrestling and when I first started playing the video games, I always played the Viscera because he looked so fucking cool. He's this big, huge, imposing guy with the weird eyes, and I loved that when I was a kid. So yeah.
Also, because in No Mercy, the heavyweights were harder to lift up. So Rikishi and Viscera were really hard to lift up because they were, as you so politely put it, fat fucks. He's just a fat fuck.
I mean, he was. He's like 600 pounds. Like,
I mean,
there's no hiding that.
I understand that because like Al Snow is one of my boys. Because when I first started watching wrestling on Sunday Night Heat, fucking Al Snow's there all the time. I'm like, Al Snow's a pretty fucking cool. I like this. I like the cut of this man's jib. You know?
Yeah, Al Snow was good. He's maybe one for season 3, but all right, that was that's bonus episode 1 in the bag. Hope you enjoyed whatever the fuck that was. But honestly, I think so based on what we just heard, I think that you guys can do a lot better with Kayfabe Tombola suggestions. So in 2 weeks, we're going to release the first ever fan-submitted Kayfabe Tombola. So that's right. If you submit us something to use for Kayfabe Tombola, like via DM on Twitter, at Making Kayfabe, or email at makingkayfabe@gmail.com, we will use it on the show. So, you'll get to hear the Making Kayfabe posts, myself and Dylan, try to come up with a storyline for your suggestions. So if you want to be part of that and have your Kayfabe Tombolas read out in the show, contact us quick, because it'll probably be a first come, first served for the episode in 2 weeks' time, which we're going to be recording, not long after this. So it's at Making Kayfabe on Twitter and makingkayfabe@gmail.com on the emails. Next week, we're bringing you a very special episode as we book it like Russo. What exactly does that mean? We don't have a clue, but we're going to find out because we're recording it this week. Anyway, plugs. Follow us on Twitter. Get involved with the little polls and videos we post every single day. Check out our official Making Kayfabe t-shirt at makingkayfabe.redbubble.com. They're still on sale until the end of 2020. You've got time to get them while they're cheap. And hey, that's it from us. You got anything you want to say, Dylan?
Yes, make sure everybody tweets at Bryce and tells him how great Reno was. And still is.
And still is. He's still with us, yeah. So
still great. That's it. Just talk to Bryce about Reno.
But hey, do you know, as we're recording, it's not, but when this episode goes out, it's going to be Christmas in 2 days. So yeah, Merry Christmas, guys.
Happy Christmas.
I hope I hope Santa's good to you, and we're going to catch you for another bonus episode next week. Merry Christmas, everybody.